What's good, YouTube? What's good? What's good? American RX back at it. Yeah, we got a special presentation for y'all this evening. Going to talk about the American Colonization Society. Um, what was this organization about? What was its purpose, its formation, and I'm going to share with you the Liberian Constitution as well. So let's get to it. Okay. So I'm just gonna read from Wikipedia. This is not the best source, but you know, you know, it's subtly have some drop. You know what I mean? Subtly. So we're just gonna, you know, comb through it. So let's get to it. The Society for the Colonization of Free People of Color of America, commonly known as American Colonization Society, ACS, was a group established in 1816 by Robert Finley of New Jersey to encourage and support the migration of free African Americans to the continent of Africa. In 1821 to 1822, so that's like what, a year, the society helped to found settlements on the Pepper Coast of West Africa as a place for freeborn or manumitted but not fugitive American blacks. So you see the difference here, right? They went from free African American to American blacks. Okay. Wordplay, people, pay attention. This was adjacent to Sierra Leone, the already existing British colony for former slaves and free blacks. Black activist James Forten immediately rejected the ACS, writing in 1817 that we have no wish to separate from our present homes for any purpose whatever. See early Negro writing, E.D. Dorothy Porter, page 250. Now, we already know that they reclassified the original people of the Americas to what's known as blacks, African American. We all aware of that by now. And this is what they did to remove the status or in at law or in no not at law in law, sorry, or I could say at law probably. It's either one. At law, the status at law or standing as a people who have the supreme superior power on this land as the first people of the land. Okay, they had to manipulate that status using censuses and the their quote unquote presumptions of what your identity is. So let's go ahead and read. Many white people at first believed that the ACS had started out as a beneficent enterprise with the goal of helping freed slaves, giving them opportunities they could not have in the US, and solving with kindness and creativity a major social problem. However, in 1820, a reaction started forming to the ACS, which broke into open disdain and rebellion in the 1830s, as many of its former supporters concluded that they had been deceived. You hear that, people? They have been deceived. Who's being deceived today? So-called blacks, African American. Who's Ghana? Ghana returned to Ghana. Come home to Ghana, huh? You've been deceived by who? The celebrities. They get paid off. You Danny Glover. Danny Glover is a part of the Black Caucus. Um, you know what I mean? All these people, these so-called um, black people you see in the entertainment industry, they all are playing their roles as to deceive the population of the indigenous American people, right? They're playing on your emotions because of your lack of, uh, you suffer for the lack of knowledge. Ignorance is your demise. So if you keep watching that TV and you believe everything on that TV, you're 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 in for the shithole, man. Anyway, let's continue. Uh, so let's see, right? So which some kindness problems was conclude that they've been deceived. That the ACS, rather than being anti-slavery, was helping to preserve it. The majority of Black Americans regarded the society with enormous disdain. As soon as they heard about 3,000 blacks packed at a church in Philadelphia, the bellwether city for free blacks, bitterly and unanimously unanimously denounced it while claiming to aid African Americans in some cases to stimulate immigration. It made conditions for them worse. For example, society assumed the task of resuscitating the Ohio black codes. Here go your black codes. For all you want to be black. Of 1804 and 1807, between 1,000 and 1,200 free blacks were forced from Cincinnati, while return to the continent you came from. While return to the continent you came from, where everyone is black, had an abstract appeal. In most cases, American slaves had lived for generations in the United States, knew very little about Africa, and weren't very interested in it. The majority weren't pure Africans. You hear that? But mulattoes with an owner father, children of the plantation. Dodger hijack too, because when they're trying to say about mulattoes, Dodger hijack. And I'm saying they just don't want to tell you that you are the original people of the land. Okay? Most were Christians. Most were Christians. Pay attention. African American leaders such as Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, William G. Allen, William Westbrook, James Forten, David Walker strongly opposed the colonization movement. None supported it. So, Frederick Douglass was on his game, right? To them, it respected slavery rather than calling for its abolition, and its biggest supporters, including most of its presidents, were Southern slave owners. They wanted to get rid of free blacks. What they're trying to do now? Send your ass to Ghana, right? You think you're from Ghana, huh? Can you pick up the phone and call a relative in Ghana right now? Hmm? Hmm. Many of whom had been in the United States for generations because they were a threat to slave owners. Property slaves encouraging and assisting slaves to escape and depressing their value. The attempt by the South to aid the colonization society to send free colored people to Africa enhances, encourage, and assisting slaves to escape and depressing their value. Now, I'm gonna show you something from the Liberia Constitution. Right? So let's slide over to the Liberia Constitution. Go. Here we go. This is a body bag. Okay, presents the body bag. All right. So as you can see, this is a declaration written by Virginia-born journalist, merchant, and skilled rhetoric Hilary Teague, a leader of the independence movement whose family had immigrated to Liberia, which was settled mostly by free African Americans. Dodger hijack. A declaration of independence by representative of people of the Commonwealth of Liberia in Convention Assembly, July 16, 1847. We, the representatives of the people of the Commonwealth of Liberia in Convention Assembly, invested with the authority of forming a new government relying upon the aid and protection of great arbiter of human events, do hereby, in the name and on the behalf of the people of this Commonwealth, publish and declare said Commonwealth a free, sovereign, and independent state by the name title of Republic of Liberia, while announcing to the nations of the world the new position which the people of this republic have felt themselves called upon to assume courtesy to their opinion seems to demand a brief accompanying statement of causes which induce them first to expatriate themselves from the land of their nativity. You see that? And to form settlements on this barbarous coast, and now to organize their government by assumption of a sovereign and independent character. Therefore, we respectfully ask their attention following facts. This is a body bag, man. We recognize in all men certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, right to acquire, possess, and enjoy, defend property by practice and consent of men in all ages. Some system of men, form of government is proved to be necessary to exercise. Okay, I'm gonna skip all of that. We, the people of the Republic of Liberia, were original inhabitants of the United States of America. In some parts of that country, we were debarred by law from all rights and privileges of men. In other parts, public sentiments, more powerful than law, frowned us down. We were excluded from all participation in the government. We were taxed without our consent because we're Indians and not taxed, man. I told you, man. We were compelled to contribute to the resources of the country, which gave us no protection. We were made a separate and distinct class, and against us, every avenue of improvement was effectively closed. So what did Bouvier's dictionary say? Indians are a distinct people, right? Okay. Improvement was effectively closed. Strangers from other lands of a color different from ours were preferred before us. We uttered our complaints, but they were unattended to, are only met by alleging the peculiar institution of the country. You hear that, people? You hear that? The western coast of Africa was the place selected by American benevolence and philanthropy for our future home, removed beyond those influences which oppress us in our native land. Body bag, man. It was hoped we would be enabled to enjoy those rights, privileges, and exercise and improve those faculties. Now, now I want to share with you, man. So that's a body bag. That's a body bag, man. That's a big body bag. Remove beyond those influences which oppress us in our native land. It was hoped we would be enabled to enjoy those rights, privileges, and exercise and improve those future faculties. Now, what do you think this return to Ghana is? It's under the auspices of the American Colonization Society. Okay? That's what return to Ghana is. I'm saying, I rest my case. Peace out.